YouTube, we are back. This is a second video. Welcome back to everyone that watched the first video. We are outside, it is January, it is cold, it is the winter here in the UK, but we're going to be heading home. We're going to start work on the Civic. The strip down begins today. Let's go there and get it done. We're in. There we go. Right. So, first job, we get the bumper off, give us a bit more access. Grey floor tiles, lovingly provided by the mother-in-law. Deb, if you're watching, I will get you some new ones soon. Yeah, so we'll get the bumper off, give us a bit more access to get the car in the air, start stripping some bits off. Luckily, like most Civics, this one is fitted with a quick release bumper. Only tools we need are a set of snips and a positive screwdriver. So yeah, a couple of cable ties and yeah, bumper will be off. So this is a 2001 model EP3 Type R, one of the earlier models. The original bumper was swapped out, currently has the Airwalker lip on it, and some of you keen-eyed viewers would notice that the headlights are not period correct. These are actually from a facelift Type R. Wiring kits are easily available, it's pretty much plug and play. So yeah, so these replace the pre-facelift headlights, which looked a little bit dated, makes it look a little bit more modern. So yeah, that's a few bits on the front end. Intake's got to come off. We'll probably take the headlights out just for ease of access when putting the intercoil pipe work in, and then we'll put them back in afterwards. So yes, let's just carry on with the strip down. Right, let's grab some tools and actually make a start. So as easy as that. That is the intake taken off. Plenty of room now. Pipe work will come up through here behind the lights, and it will then pass up through the bottom here. This bit will go to the turbo, and this bit will go straight into the throttle body. Hope you should see that right. But yeah, rad hose shouldn't be an issue. We can get around that, not a problem. So yeah, let's carry on. So, as you can see, it is a few days later from the footage you just watched. In typical British winter weather, it rained for 2 days. So we took drastic measures. We managed to get hold of a pop-up gazebo. Seems sturdy enough. It is waterproof, so we shall crack on. Although, supposedly, there is more snow on the way, so we'll deal with that when we get to it. For now, it will cover the car for where we need it to be covered. So today's job is, we'll first get the car in the air. We don't need to touch the wheels. Get the car in the air, get underneath, start getting the manifold off, and then we'll probably wrap up with taking the headlights out and maybe even mocking up intercooler. So we'll see. Let's get on with it. So just jacked up the car, realised that my axle stands are across the road, stuck under the boys' S14. Not ideal. Kieran, you're a pain in the arse. Right, I have got some ramps. They're a bit old, but I should still do the job. But the quicker he gets the subframe on the back of the S14, the quicker I get my stuff back. So I filmed a load of footage with no microphone. Like they say, Rome weren't built in a day. I have chopped this down massively just to do the quick voiceover. So after this clip, the sound is back. So yeah, rookie mistake. Won't happen again. I'll make sure the mic's clipped to my t-shirt where I am and not across the garden with my jacket that I'm not wearing. So yeah, let's get back to it. We've tapped out to the cold. I've gone and got my jacket. Also, there may be a bit of a difference in the sound quality as I wasn't wearing the mic. It was still attached to my jacket that I took off earlier. So, I have got with me, he says, can't be easy yet, a pair of snips. There's only one cable tie that I need to cut off. It's just there. You see that? Flip this. There's only one cable tie on this entire car after taking off my quick release bumper. Oh, this is really hard to do with one hand and film and talk at the same time. Nope. Right. I'll go for a different approach with this. We're gonna just go. Oh. There we go. Beautiful. As easy as that, he says, with rust in his eyes. So, yeah, so that's both O2 sensors on, off even, and just there's one exhaust hanger, which is right there. Shouldn't be too difficult to take off. Well, I've just got a feeling this anti-roll bar's got to come off. So, pop this off while we're going in raw. There's no WD-40 in the shed, so I'm just going to go with a wiggle. I might need 2 hands to do this wiggle. Hold on. So, WD-40 is overrated. Right, that's the only exhaust hanger off that he's got. Just going to wiggle up here and just unbolt the rest of this exhaust. There's one. Absolute phenomenal finger work. Get that straight off. And the last one. Up there. There we go, there it is. Probably could have time-lapsed this, but who doesn't love a good exhaust unbolting? There we go. Right, we're off. Fantastic. There we go. So this is I think it was the Jap Speed manifold. It's Jap Speed manifold. I got it second hand because at the time the car, there is a bit of a story with the car. The car was, we bought it from a scrapyard. Genuine story, bought from a scrapyard, insurance write-off for a ridiculous reason. We'll cover it in another video, but yeah, this was a genuine scrapyard find. There was no exhaust, so at the time I was trying to get everything on the cheap or second hand, just so I could get the car on the road, really. Yeah, I'm going to give the manifold a wiggle now and see what we can do with it. I don't think it's going to... Oh, right in the chest. Oh, yeah. Oh. How did you get the exhaust off? I didn't. I just let it fall on my face. Now imagine if you're claustrophobic. Ah, right. Are we going to be able to wiggle this out? Let me just flick this around. Bloody hell. Right. Consider flicked round again. I don't think either the car's high enough off the floor. Oh, there we are. Inside, I can't see what's stopping the exhaust, but I'm looking for the camera. I think it's knocking the subframe there a bit. If we get that corner out, I'm sure that it will come free without having to mess with the anti-roll bar. I think I'm proving myself wrong. Maybe if I just... This ain't happening. Well, we're back. Now, some people might think this was staged. I'll promise you it wasn't. But... Oh, hold on. I've got to put it stuck up again. Right. So, I managed to get... my arm's stuck. This comes out today, I'll be buzzing. But now, trying to hold the camera at the same time, it's just ain't happening. Right. Is there an angle there? Yeah, my chin. Have my chin for a sec. This footage is going to be awful, but it might be mildly entertaining. So the question, so the question was, do we need to undo the anti-roll bar to take the manifold off? No, we don't. I'm sure we did though, unless it was just off at the time. I think it might have been off at the time. I think I was changing the bushes on the I was changing the D bushes, maybe. But yeah, so a few bolts, and yeah, sounds you get a manifold on the face. So yeah, answers to your questions in future are: can you get a manifold off an EP3 without undoing the anti-roll bar or having a fancy ramp? Answer is you can do it on the floor. I'm on some ramps, on some old 1940 spec ramps. You can probably just see just past my ear there. And yeah, manifold's off. So let's drag this out and get on my feet, and I'll have a look at the condition. Oh, let's get out of here. Right, we're out, and we are back topside. Oh, hold on, what's going on here? Right, we're back on top side of the car. Manifold out. I don't want to drag it over that. Hey ho. Little bits go over there. So I think there's any markings on it. I think it was sold to me as a Jap speed. So obviously this exhaust, I'll include the sensors as well. There's no blows, there's no cracks in the welds that I can see. Well performing. Like I said previously, the car made 217 brake horsepower. I think the first time it went on, it made 213, and at the time all it had on it was just this manifold and the intake. So if anybody wants it, just drop me a message. I'll leave my socials in the description. I'll let it go for cheap, just to get rid of it, because I don't have to store stuff like this. But yeah, the hobby racing intake may or may not be for sale. We'll see. So yeah. So you'll have just seen me battle with the, well, not the crash bar, but the bloody Nora. So you'll have just watched me battle with getting the manifold off. It came off alright, to be fair, compared to what I remember it going on live. It was a little bit of a battle. I also made a mistake with the audio. I left my mic over there and I was under there. So if you suffered the last couple of minutes of the voiceover, then congratulations, because it was a bit of crap. Anyway, so manifold is off. You can just about see the exhaust hanging. Whip off the headlight and have a look at how the intercooler is going to sit. We'll do that first, and then we'll start having a look at some pipe work. Pipe work is quite thick. I think we're 3-inch, just so we can maximise the flow and make as much power as possible. Yeah, let's crack on. Get the headlight off. Have a little look at the crash bar, how this is going to come off, because it was painted. So yeah. We're also going to say goodbye to this bit of wiring, because I've got a feeling it's just going to be in the way. So just going to cut this up out of the way. Should just push out there. No. Just gonna see what I'm doing. Push this clip out. Yeah. Oh, mechanic. Right, that's all this loom. Other than where the airbag sensors all go back to, can be manipulated quite easily now. There's a lot of room here. So even some of the headlight wiring, we could probably tuck this or get it all looking a lot smarter. What could even possibly change some of the connection ends, because they look like they're 26 years old. So we might change some of that. All the wiring's easily accessible, but now we've got a lot of room to start mocking up some of the intercooler pipe work. So yeah, let's get into that. Exciting now, because we're actually putting stuff on and not just taking stuff off. So that'll be it for this video. I don't want to get through too much, but intercooler is out. I will start test fitting it, but that will be in the next video. Don't forget, like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.